Hello, Sid Dark here, and welcome back to my Planet Coaster video series. So today I'm starting off just a little bit more on the coaster that I finished working on the last episode. Just wanted to work on the colours and change them from the default blue. I didn't think the blue went very well with the green of the hill. So I tried a few different colours, some oranges, some yellows. I'm thinking what would go well with the green of the hill. And then in the end I did settle on a green to try and make it blend in, not the same green obviously, but just a different type of green and with yellow highlights. Initially I couldn't see what that was changing, and then the supports kept popping up in the background, so I realised it was those that I was changing to be that yellow. And I switched over and changed the cars as well to match a bit. Also a green colour, but again not the same green, a slightly different shade, a bit of yellow on there. And I tried to add some carts, but it wouldn't let me. I was limited because of how I set the track up originally. And then I moved on to working on the station. It's obviously needs to be connected to the path before I can let any of the guests in to use it. Had a few problems around the station with the terrain tools, not wanting to raise up to the correct place. I managed to get that sorted in the end. And then I tried a few different colours for the station itself. As this is supposed to be like a castle, I set on the bricks in the end and then moved on to the pathway. I'm a bit of a sucker for these snake-in type pathways, so yeah, quite a few snakes going on there, and then trying to sweep back round towards the natural path that I already had laid down. Had a bit of trouble getting the ticket gate in the correct location, just how I wanted it. I had to adjust the natural path a bit so that it kind of looked better, and the camera popped all over the place there. It happens every now and again, a bit weird why that happens. Yeah, I didn't realise initially that I had the path width still set to be up 8, I think it was, so this weird things going on with the exit gateway. I'm sure I didn't leave it like that. At least I hope I didn't. So then I was working on the station itself. Obviously sticking with the castle type brick. Trying to work out how I can get an arch for the roller coaster to fly out of. I thought I'd try and get some of these battlements working, but I was limited with the actual precision. It was either halfway under the ground or floating in the air. I couldn't quite get these how I wanted them. Yeah, good. So that's when I didn't notice that the pathway was completely wrong. Went back to the proper default size. Looks a bit better. But then these half moon battlements looked like it was going to work to start with, and I kind of liked the way it was going, but then just realised that it wouldn't fit. So I'm still trying to get this all to fit this way. I think it was actually now, once I found that slopey bit and saw how that would fit underneath the stairs nicely, I decided to try and move everything back towards the station, and that's when I abandoned the idea of having those. those half pieces worked well, fit in nicely there. Then allowed me to build the normal wall pieces on top, with some windows. So kind of like a, well, I don't know, like a coach house, I guess. Or maybe a station. Just trying to see how the bits would fit in. So I have intention of putting building around the pathway as well. So I was trying to work out what angle the bits would come out of and how they would be able to go around that. Added on the second floor to give it a bit of height. I'm just trying the, it's a shame that there's no castle type sloping roofs. I think I've mentioned that before. Because the tile ones don't fit at this angle, so I did try out these metal ones. And to be honest, they didn't actually look that bad looking back at it now. But I think it was when I tried to add this kind of, I think it was a bell tower type thing on the top. I decided I didn't like it. But no, the roofing doesn't look too bad. But in the end I decided just to get rid of all of that and to stick with the same theme that I had going on with the castle itself, just a flat roof. And then sticking these roof pieces, roof edges around the building itself and also at the top. Yeah, using the old copy tool again. That's seems like a simple thing that I wasn't aware of to start with, but it's saved me so much time. So much time, in fact, that I decided to come over here and try and copy these windows, and I was going to drop those on. But then I realised that the angle of them wasn't right, because it counts them as being a building. You're stuck to the kind of the building grid. So in the end, I just placed them individually. Didn't realise it got dark at this stage, and that's really dark, so you probably won't be able to see much. I obviously took advantage of the dark and went and put a few lanterns inside. They didn't give off much light, so I ended up using quite a lot for those. Tried out a few of the different lights. So I didn't want to use any of the big spotlights really. I think they would have given too much light. Same with these lampposts, although I like them, they're just a bit too much. I didn't want to use the pirate one because this isn't really a pirate theme, not at this area. So I think I went with just more of these lights on the opposite wall. Trying to see where else these could go. I just could not get it lined up properly, so using the spinny wheel there. I was trying to get it easy so I could copy it, and the amount of time that I took trying to copy in a straight line, I could have just copy pasted them like I did in that sense. So I did put a few of these bamboo lights inside as well. I think in the end it did have a nice little look and feel to it. And I figured we'd go for a ride on the roller coaster. Now that definitely needs some lighting on the track, which I haven't done yet. I will get to. And that's where I leave this episode for now. So thanks for watching. If you want to leave any comments below, feel free. See you next time.